Hey, look, we're back. Where we last left off, Vor episode. There's no other way to describe it other than the Vor episode. Lord. Either way, before we begin, let's talk about something going on in the video game industry. So, for the people who want to play that, Elden Ring Night Ring DLC, or I guess spin-off game is the better term for it? Anyway, apparently they're doing a closed beta test registration from now until January 20th. So if you want to try to get in, go for it. Good luck. I'm probably just going to hold off until I actually play the game myself personally, but that's just me. Either way, let's continue with this. Can I please tell me I'm going to step in here and immediately get my new ally?
Onward.
What do you think?
Let's go.
So we bring the fight to them.
This bound to be perfect for helping us stand out in the expedition. Let's make sure we succeed. Is the bounty really here? Giant sandworm's nest.
Indeed.
This area is massive, though, but no less considering the occupants. What's that at the bottom? An underground
Look.
lake? This is a hut at the shore of the lake.
What the?
So we began living here. No wonder no one's been able to catch him.
However,
Something's amiss, though. If this truly is a hideout, how many keeps his victims once they're kidnapped?
look.
This place must be home to countless monsters. A child would not survive even half a day. Now that you mention it, you got a point. This doesn't seem like a kind of place where you can hide a lot of people. Then we'll. Oh God.
I'm heading out.
Oh no. People are being baited in. Oh no.
There they are.
Enemies up ahead.
Okay, let's get this all we've got.
If you're in with the weather's bad, enemies become stronger. Strong enemies grant more experience, but will not receive a turn icon for striking their weakness. What the fuck? Are you joking me?
I'll cut you down. They're
That
tenacious.
seems like a good hit.
My aim is true to the rear guard. Let's go. Come on! Stay
That's
sharp.
one for the
Send
captain.
them to the rear
Let's
guard.
keep it going.
They'll not break my defenses.
Why would I ever want to fight
They're weak
here
to
then?
piercing attacks. Hit them all in one
Are you
fell
prepared? Hack and slash.
Hell no! I'm not fighting anything in here.
Finale. Keep your energy up, everyone.
I don't care about the pittance more of EXP.
I think that's all of them.
Nice find. Looks like it could be useful.
Fuck this noise. I'm speedrunning this place.
Draw steel. We are spotted.
As long as we're careful, I think we'll be fine with these.
I see the enemy.
This'll do it.
That worked out. Keep it up. Shouldn't be anything we can't handle. We'll be okay.
It would seem they are off our trail for the time being.
Right there.
All right. How's that?
This battle's
I'll
ours.
fight you just because there's an item in the way.
They're immune to light. Careful, everyone.
Wind, darkness.
Stepping back. Guarding seems the wise move.
Come forth, royal soul. Last
That's
one.
one for the captain.
I'm stepping back.
Let's
I shall
keep it
defend.
going.
I'll get my. No, I'm not. I'm not doing this. I'm
Let's
not
see how
gonna
this
fight you in
plays out.
bad weather.
My
Then
Here's through.
we're gonna do just enough to just clear my way through here, but
Keep
we're
your
not actually
energy
gonna
up,
fight.
everyone.
Good. 'Tis done.
That'll do it.
Cat. Ah, ah. Ah.
Oh,
There they are.
See ya.
This hits. This'll do it. We have the edge.
Tis our opening.
Moving to the rear. To the fore. Are you prepared? The power of ice. They're tenacious.
My aim is
thought you
true
had
from
to
any
weakness.
vantage. Falling back. Gunner! Cat!
Is everyone for all that we strive for?
But I thought you hit its weakness.
oh my God! Well, now it's just gonna run.
There they go.
This place sucks. Hell no.
I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while.
Let's stash that somewhere safe. That should be it. We don't know what's lurking inside. Stay vigilant, everyone.
Tracks. Something small crawled here.
Probably the larvae of the giant sandworms, right? This place is bound to be chock full of them. Maybe what happened is that people mistook the human for some subspecies of the sandworms. Not that they're anything alike.
Ugh. Even the memory of being eaten puts a twinge in my nose. I'd rather it stay numb.
Stop fussing over a smell. You'll attract the enemy.
I just heard something. It can't be.
Gallica, which way is the sound coming from?
Shh! Be quiet! No, they're footsteps. Someone's coming this way.
Keep your guard up.
Who's he?
It's coming back!
Oh, he's tiny! I saw that!
How do you know where it's hiding?
I think it's gone somewhere.
Are you the man we seek?
Name yourselves.
You mean this is Heisme?
I didn't expect a chief.
He's a chief.
Never seen one in the flesh. We're but another lesser tribe the city dwellers don't care for.
Yo! I've seen Pringus Medingus. I didn't think he'd be my fourth.
We owe you a debt, it seems.
A Knight of the Crown, are you? Is that why you knew my name? Or perhaps you know it from the wanted posters?
Both, actually.
I flee to the furthest depths, and still they pursue me.
Where are the people you kidnapped?
What are you talking about? Suppose there's no point standing around chatting with someone after my head.
That weapon. So he truly was part of the Shadow Guard.
Wait a second.
Shadow Guard?
Alright. This guy, Hisme Noctul, is voiced by Felipe Spall. What has this person done? Alright. So they are also really new to the video game industry. Most of their voice acting work has been done in Plague Tale and Innocence. Okay. Fair enough. Juna was done by Emma Baltine, and I can't look any farther because I saw another hair color I don't know yet. They're a little bit more credited. They are... Nothing I've actually really played, though, to be fair. Oh, it's Reen! Juna is Reen from Endwalker, or from Final Fantasy XIV. Huh. Go figure.
Eyes front. He's a knight to be reckoned with.
Here I come!
Oh, we're just in there.
I'll not be anyone's captive without a fight. I'll
Joe-
have to provide some less delicate discouragement. No hard feelings. Allow me to use this.
Oh, he's a ninja!
Huh? There's more Heismes?
To push me this far. I did not give you enough credit. But against my mirage arts, your strength means nothing.
So you can't see me right now, but I just put down my controller, and I'm like... I already see the gimmick. I fought you in Do you see the gimmick? Because I see the gimmick. I fought you in SMT3. Do you see it yet? It's kind of obvious.
Look out! Is that all?
I feel they are wavering. Is it just my
What
imagination?
the? We've got multiple highs maze.
Blunder! Hmm? Was luck on your side? Or perhaps... No matter. I can't back down either way. Here I come! Be neither timid
Falling
nor
back.
arrogant.
Looks like we can't brute force
Let's
through
go.
this one.
Cat!
I'm stepping back. Come! Burn!
'Tis best used.
You.
Dodged. Nice.
There's again. I can feel how he hesitates like when he attacks me.
Warrior!
Let us clean up this mess.
Come forth, royal soul!
You think yourself equal to a Ujief's agility?
Let justice prevail!
I thought he was supposed to be like more funny, like
blunder.
apparently he's a bat.
I was saving this.
Ow.
No holding back! Hack and slash!
My aim is true. Let's go! Come on!
Is everyone... Oh, power of heroes!
That helped.
It's the
My
shadow,
thanks.
by the way. It's literally just
I
the
see.
ninja boss
No
fight
common cell swords, are you?
from SMT3.
I'll use this.
Lightning's
Warrior!
last check.
I'll cut you down!
Most impressive. You've some grand cause to fight for, I'm sure. But I have my own. I've no intention of being so easily snared.
God, it's so fucking obvious. Oh, ninja vanish. Yeah, get your ass back
Where'd he
here.
go? He disappeared just like that.
Even wholly surrounded, too. 'Tis bad enough that he's skilled, but we have an environmental disadvantage here.
But the very first thing he did was save us from a human, right?
So it seemed. Had he not stepped in, he'd be rid of us, and not have to bother exposing himself. A passing strange choice for a supposed amoral scoundrel.
Well, we don't know anything for sure yet. Worth noting that the petrification magic didn't kick in either, I suppose.
Our names still mean nothing then. The people's support is not yet strong enough to protect us. 'Tis frustrating, but we must press on.
Should we investigate the hut in the meantime? Maybe we'll find some clues about the kidnappings.
Good plan. Let's take a look first.
Oh God, no, Barden, no, please, Barden. The inside's pretty shabby too. But I'm pretty sure he does live here.
Let's do it.
Perhaps let's see if we can find any proof that he's a kidnapper. Oh no, he's not the kidnapper.
Doesn't it seem like?
Huh.
What's this jar? Should we try opening it? Wait, don't. I've seen these things on travel before. The Ujief tribe has a custom of cremating their dead. They store their bones in an urn for burial.
I see.
So it's an urn, but inside there's our children's bones. He'd not go to such trouble for a child he abducted. It's only a theory, but I think that's maybe Highsmay's
And
own
so-
child. He's but a fallen knight, has a price on his head besides. Under such circumstances, he may not be able to manage a proper burial.
Really?
Oh,
It doesn't look anything like a hideout of a kidnapper. I'll search for more clues.
All right.
There must be something we're missing. Let's investigate further.
look.
Look at all these things that are bound into multiple layers. of
Indeed.
cloth. Fairly tightly as that. It doesn't seem like anything would break if one were to drop this.
Hey,
I'd look around. Everything in this room is bound up in cloth, even the floors and walls. Is it necessary to go such lengths? Strange. The more I think about it.
Strange. That's...
There's a mark. The Shadow Guard. He was a knight. I suspected as much when we learned he was a Ujief, but now, is there a different group from the one we were in, Hackenberg?
The truth is...
Titles and honors go to Clamar, and those who resemble them, enough. Other knights work in their shadows. Their duties.
I get it now.
Hence the name Shadow Guard. Discrimination even amongst the knights? So much for a civilized
Even
age.
so,
The Shadow Guard go unseen by the public. Pariahs. Their only focus is skill, and Heisme, he may be dangerously skilled. I want that ninja class. I want it now.
This is...
Is it a letter?
What the
Says
what?
to Papa. Thank you for always working so hard. I hope you and Mama stay in love forever. Sounds like the writing of a child. They managed this much script. They must be well educated.
Oh.
Was this letter written to Heisme? I wonder if the kid saw him as a good father. Heisme, get your ass back here.
So apparently...
Suppose we've been through our own share of woes, but there's also nothing to clear him being kidnapping charges. We have to hear the truth from him.
What?
But can we even catch him? He's fast enough to run circles around us.
no.
Direct confrontation would be difficult. With that, he had some weakness we could exploit. Oh no!
Well then,
What if we held the urn for
Wait a
ransom?
second.
That's kind of low, don't you think? Tis too callous for my taste, and tis not his child. The game means nothing. We must rethink this. If we attract a human,
if so,
maybe we drew the attention of
Hang
that
on
human?
a second.
That'd be suicide. He can flee much faster than we can. A lot of
in this
cloth.
place,
Right.
That struck me as well. There's surely some reason. Why does Heisme have so much cloth around now? Too damn
that's...
annoyed?
Aha!
Noise, it
Hey.
says. Do you think those big ears are here just for show? He's bound to be much more sensitive to sound than we are. And that's how we live here so safely, I wager. In a cave where sound echoes, it's easier for him to hear when humans are about.
I see.
I see. So the cloth is a measure against unnecessary noise. Indeed, I've heard it said that the Yukiif have excellent night vision and sensitivity to sound.
Then
So they're bat people. So if we make a noise so loud that even we can't stand it,
Nice.
worth the shots.
Right then, let's get this plan underway.
Heisme, come out! Show yourself!
wow, that's some crazy echo.
Kind of nice getting to let loose. Long as I'm yelling anyway.
Luis! You think you're so bloody untouchable, you bastard?
Hey! Big ugly sandwormy human thing! Even Hulkenberg wouldn't eat you!
That's a lie.
Gasp! Rejected by Hulkenberg! The ravenous, all-devouring she-beast of the Knight's Order!
She's going to beat you over the head with that ladle.
What we've come to? Saying whatever's on our minds? Well, so be it.
Gallica! The sound of your wings keeps me up at night! Stroll, you think you're so smart!
Yo, I don't want none of this smoke. Galaga, be nice.
Gallica, please be nicer to me!
Hey! I'm your fairy guide, not your fairy godmother. We're on a mission here.
Ah! Enough! Stop this infernal din!
Oh my god.
What do you think would happen if that monster showed up without my ears working? You'd all be dead. Is this blasted bounty that important to you?
Here's our guest of honor at last. It was never about the money. Children are missing. We can't just ignore a kidnapper.
Kidnapper? I see now. As you were saying before, they've named me a kidnapper. A monster preying on children.
If the charges are false, I would hear it. In truth, even I've come to doubt the allegations.
And why is that, Lady Knight?
You've lost a child yourself, haven't you? I cannot imagine a parent who has endured such pain would kidnap children, much less sell them off.
Hold on. I can't trust a man who does nothing but flee the people responsible for my home burning. Zorba, who forced the dead to fight on his behalf. Anyone who can't face reality themselves is capable of any low.
True enough. If we lived in a world where words alone proved us just, I'd not be living in this infernal cave. I'm sorry, but I won't go to the gallows before I've even honored my son's death. If you'll not leave me be, then we decide this another way.
So you're finally ready to fight us properly?
Draw steel.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit.
If I'm to take your life, I'll not do it from the shadows. But if you refuse to retreat, then ready your blades.
We'll make you talk.
Yes, we shall have the truth from you.
Here I come. This should work.
Dodged! Nice one, Captain! He's not getting away this time!
No holding back! What a mess. Warrior! Hack and slash!
A blunder. So, you saw through my illusion. Even so, you think yourself equal to a Ujief's agility?
Gunner! Here's through!
Eyes to safer ground.
Looks like we can't brute force through
Mate!
this one.
Oh, mystic fire!
He's weak to light.
Slash!
Ow.
I'll use this.
This is nothing.
All these copies.
Are you prepared?
I wonder if there's some way to tell them apart.
God, it's so fucking obvious!
Right on target.
My aim is come
Nice one,
forth,
Stroll.
royal soul.
Let justice prevail. Healing up.
That helped.
My thanks. In the name of warrior! I'll cut you down!
A blunder. 'Tis best used. How about this?
The audacity.
So heavy.
Wait a second. Something's off. That copy
Rising.
doesn't have a...
I
Let us clean
know.
up this mess.
Hulkenberg's
Stepping
moving
back.
slower.
Let's see how this plays out.
I show
Oh,
no
shit.
mercy.
They each get a turn.
What's happened?
Tactic.
Slash! I show no mercy.
I didn't expect for each of them to get a
Stroll, your
turn.
speed's down.
You think yourself
Perhaps
equal to
for
a
all that
Ujief's
we
agility?
strive for.
Thanks.
Helpful as ever.
Captain,
I can't
they
afford to
slowed
hold
you
back.
down.
Let's try this. Please.
Allow me to use this.
Bracing!
Stroll,
I
your
stand
speed's down.
ready. There. Stay and
blunder.
cling to life.
I'll hold my ground.
Ha! Die! Slash!
And with that, I should be able to finish
Come
in
on!
this turn.
A tough
I
one.
shall show you what true magic is. Mate!
I knew
Let's
you'd
knock
help.
each other off.
I owe you.
A
To the
blunder.
fore! Warrior! Hack and slash!
Good crit.
Then my fight ends here. What are those strange powers you possess?
Stand still. close.
Satisfactory. I shall strive to use this power wisely.
How'd you cast spells without igniters? What was that?
We'll have our answers first. Did you really kidnap all those people from the castle town?
No,
Look
he didn't.
around you, lad. Where would I keep the victims? Besides, I'm but one man. Kidnapping on the scale you suggest would be damn near impossible.
You're saying you were framed? This case even reached the capital, you know. Why would anyone pin such horrors on an innocent man?
Innocent is more generous than most of the world sees me. A Ujief drifter, a disgraced knight condemned by the Sanctists. What couldn't they pin on me? They cast me out, stripped my titles, and put a price on my head. They would even refuse me the right to mourn my child.
It's obvious that Stroll cares, but he's obviously, and even though he is like a disgraced noble, he's still a Clamar noble at that. His name might not be like at the upper echelon, but he also lives in a world where he just doesn't understand how fucked up the rest of society is. And that's not his fault, but still.
And thus, you held back against us, didn't you? You never intended to take our lives. Or perhaps you could not bring yourself to kill a young man.
Just didn't want to make a mess I'd have to clean up.
What do you think? Is Heismay really our kidnapper?
Obviously not.
I don't think he's the culprit.
I agree. That being said, it is also hard to imagine the town maintaining a groundless bounty so faithfully. It was the Holy Lady who named the price, and the guard captain who thereby took it to the capital. To end this as a case of mistaken identity would disgrace their word.
You think they must have had a reason to suspect him then? So, what's really going on here?
Sounds to me like between the Guard Corps and Heismay, one of them could be lying. Remember when we first arrived? We almost got killed by a beast they told us would be asleep.
You cannot be suggesting the Guard Corps set us up. Absurd! No, it defies all reason. They went to such lengths to place a request.
So you think I'm the one lying, do you?
Like I said, we don't make assumptions. If there's anything else you know, we're listening.
You're a strange lot. Fine. Investigate this as you see fit. And if you think I'm guilty by the end of it, put me in chains. What's the matter? Never tied up a captive before?
Give it a rest, old man. You'll make a better guide than a captive. Otherwise, the human makes a meal of us, and nobody wins.
A strange lot indeed. And... oh, my God, a foul-smelling one to boot.
Look!
Ugh, don't remind me.
Alright, so what's the real dungeon of this town gonna be?
Sorry, but you'll have to bear with us.
Don't mind me.
If the charges prove false, you should be cleared. Still, we'll have to find a new head to be judged for the competition.
Then we'll just find whoever's actually behind it and have their head instead. Let's contact Barden tomorrow, but we'll keep quiet about Heismay. Can't tell if we can trust the guardsman yet.
What are we going to do with Heismay tonight? We can't exactly set him up at the inn.
Steady on! You're not leaving me to watch our bounty alone!
Fine. Then Nurus and I can both watch him tonight. Better us than risking our candidate, I suppose.
Never would have guessed that the bounty hunting was part of this plan to take the throne. And further, you've a Lady of the Knighthood with you. Not to mention command of a gauntlet runner. I sense there's more to this story, hmm?
It's a long story.
It is even stranger that the youngest of you is the actual candidate. Still, I suppose I can see why they'd put their trust in you. But now the throne's in anyone's reach, eh? Suppose the king's magic wasn't just a myth. Well, hardly matters to an old codger like me. No telling if I'll even live to see the next king crowned.
This is all jolly cheerful. And I'm to be stuck between these two old goats the whole night.
Don't blame me, lad. You volunteered.
How do you tell their
Those are
ages?
some sharp ears. We should probably watch our words in here.
How old is any of the... Give me a second. Can I, like, see their ages in the thing?
Hey!
Hope Nurius and the others are okay. All we can do now is get some rest and we're ready for tomorrow.
What now?
Can I, like, see people's ages? Small in stature and bat-like wings and ears. Due to their singular appearance and low population, as well as their strong night vision derived from their nocturnal nature and keen hearing, it's not uncommon to be perceived as unnerving. They often become targets of discrimination. Most Yugi live modest lives at the bottom of their social hierarchy with few positions of status. Nadia. Encouraged by their iridescent blue eyes and hair, members of the Nadia tribe lack conspicuously notable features of their tribes. They are known to be gregarious and talented in flattery. Many have left their hometowns to make a living, some making a name for themselves by both compelling and strange figures. Ishka. A tribe recognized by their avian wings as well as their almond eyes and long lashes. Though the fewest in number of the 8 tribes, they have a reputation of their intelligence, giving them a strong presence in bigger cities. Many find higher status in intellectual labor, such as scholars and sanctors and the like, making it not uncommon for Ishka to be wealthy. A tribe recognizable by a third eye, they don masks and wear culturally insignificant attire. Many among the other tribes find unsettling. Though their population is necessarily low in numbers, the Mysteria are hard to come by as they live in the Vagaria Islands archipelago. As they believe in the unique faith, they are often targets of persecution outside the islands, denounced as pagans. Half-blood. Children born with parents of disparate tribes. Half-bloods often inherit physical attributes of both tribes, as evidence of Zorba and Maria. While it is theoretically possible for many of the tribes to bear offspring together, therefore there are few in the number. Even in metropolitan areas of diverse population, those of mixed heritage are rarely to be seen. I can't see their ages, damn it.
All right then.
Can't go out tonight.
Evidently.
It begins with rumors of safety during a sand flash, and thus the trap is already set. Whatever the case, Heisman is safely in our custody. The others will stand vigil over him, so let's us rest while we can.
Trouble now.
Pleasure to see you.
Traveler, not to your taste? Let me have a
Oh,
pardon.
dear me.
He's that person who would bend over backwards for the good of the town. He's the one that brought you over here, isn't he? He always seems that way, even before the kidnapping started. He'd do anything to help his people. He always puts his work first, which I hear has caused him some issue with his own family. Though I suppose I'm not in any position to gossip about that. Or his families. First I've heard of it. I wonder what happened to them.
What you want to know? Oh, I bear good tidings.
On the treasure, there's treasure there, sure, but it's home to some strange monsters as well. The ones that pose the real danger are the treasure monster. That said, I can only guess at what it looks like. Apparently they put you to sleep. You're in for a real bad time if they attack you while you're sleeping. Rumor has it there's some accessories that can prevent falling asleep. They sell them at the dodgy Gloam Hall shop over in the Grand Trad. Also, the beast is said to be drawn to money. Some witnesses claim they are able to escape it by tossing coin at it. Now I've heard there's somewhere out there that skills that use money. Merchant class. If you have any of those, the fight might go smoother. Lastly, it's called a treasure monster for a reason. As it said, it carries particularly desirable loot with it. If you got a chance, you should try stealing from it.
Here's the real
There's
skinny.
shops of all sizes and material. You can buy Badoon meat, especially I'm called mellow milk from the water shop. There's some stands which children sell rock beans and fragrant spice and such. There's a village far off with a Orgo sugar, and there's also kids selling plant seeds over at Cattle Rack Road, though you can't eat those till they grow. Mortia has a fine selection of goods. The people in Orange coach folk who are proud to sell you the variety of season harvests.
Here's the real
There's a
skinny.
town at Ibit East called Camaro. It's a nice place with the famous for its carrier pigeons. They got medicine and bow salts called the Fleeting Fountain of Youth. They also sell Orgo sugar. They also sell accessories with the various effects when worn. Bet you're right useful to travelers like you. Only a day's journey, but with a gauntlet runner. Why not pay it a visit?
Oh, I bear good tidings.
At first glance, it appears to be no ordinary forest, but journey in deeper and you'll find yourself in Gaborn Haven. These creatures are clever enough to understand the strength that comes in numbers. Single Gaborn is easily dispatched, but a horde of them is trouble. If you got business with the Gaborn king who runs the horde, you're gonna have to want to take out the Gaborns in Black Claw. No weaknesses to speak of, but they love a good nap. And you can find items to make them drowsy at general stores around town. That's how you fight them. You already know that, but don't go wielding a staff yet. They'll fly off the handle, can't even control it. What else? There's a lot of the giant insects called Vespin there. Apparently weak to pierce attacks. You better prepare yourself with a spear or bow or
Thank you
something of
kindly.
that sort. That's about it. Be sure you're well prepared before venturing to that place. So much like the Minotaur I'm gonna eventually fight, I cannot use I can't use
Good night.
staffs or scepters.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I just need to get to the point where I get him as an ally. He's clearly gonna be my fourth.
I dreamed we were being chased around by a horde of giant sandworms. I barely got any rest at all. I hope Heismay behaved himself in the Gauntlet Runner. We should go check on him later. We also need to get some information out of Barden. But how do we even bring it up?
Are you awake? Barden just sent word. A few children disappeared in the night.
Wait, but Heismay's in the Gauntlet Runner, right? If he's still bound there, that basically proves he's innocent. But if he's not, we need to get to the runner, quick!
Ah!
Where's Stroll?
Speak, man. Are you all right? Where's Heismay? What happened here?
They got drunk.
Oh, he reeks of alcohol. Neurus, you old sot, don't tell me you drank yourself to sleep.
Heismay was blathering on about some things I found rather unnerving. So I had a little sup of the spirits to calm the nerves.
Wow, what a mess.
You witless... Maybe some cold water will wake you up, and if that water's not fixed yet, you're really in it! Ah!
Now, what's all the commotion?
Ah, that was it! He kept scaring me, so I stuffed him into the lavatory to shut him up.
He says that like it makes sense. Does it make sense to you?
Not in the slightest. Oh, well, I said that before he popped up.
Not in the slightest.
Anyway, one thing's for sure. Heismay was tied up the whole time, so he never set foot outside, right?
What's all this about frightening Neurus? I cannot imagine you suddenly felt compelled to share ghost stories.
I heard some strange sounds last night. I could tell they were footsteps, but not any I recognized. If it had anything to do with the disappearance of the residents, it could prove my innocence. That's why I spoke up.
I don't think he's lying. With all that fog, I couldn't find the source of the footsteps, but I found plenty of something else. Children's shoes. It was after midnight. No time for children to be out and about. I had the shoes checked at the guard station, and it looks like they belong to the missing children.
Then 'tis likely those footsteps belong to your true culprit.
But the guard said no one left town last night.
Nobody left? But that must mean the culprit is...
Inside, I'm not gonna say that.
Inside the town?
Logically, yes.
If that's the case, I'd like to talk to Barden, but how much of this should we share with him?
If you ask me, it's time to lay out all you know. Taking me with you might help your case, too.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. To bring you before the very man responsible for the bounty on your head, I trust I need not illustrate the risk.
Risk or not, the real culprit's likely one of their own. If you hide me, they'll accuse you of harboring a known criminal. You all had it right. It's time I faced reality. A life on the run leaves no room for me to truly mourn my son.
Heismay.
Whatever the case, let's meet with Barden.
Well, I must say I couldn't hope you'd capture him so swiftly.
Something wrong? You don't look well. Got a face like you've just stumbled upon a dead man.
No, it's nothing. Just surprised you caught him.
Aye, you have my thanks. Clearly we were right to trust you. You'll get your payment in full.
Before that, I want to ask you one question. Why was Heismay the only suspect in this case?
One of the guard witnessed him firsthand.
Oh,
Go on, Morris,
no.
tell him.
On the night of the kidnappings, I spotted a Ujif bolting into the wilderness. Several times. No mistaking a squat figure like that. I'm telling you, what are the chances of there being 2 Ujif brigands in the area?
What did you say?
Strange. I don't recall the kidnapper's tribe being listed on the bounty poster. Even the captain seemed surprised, yet you alone knew this.
He's obviously our culprit.
Most strange. Heismay was already in our custody yesterday. In other words, the kidnappings of last night cannot be his doing.
Is this true?
Captain, I'm one of yours, aren't I? You're not gonna trust this little red-eyed bastard over me, are you?
There's also the testimony from the guard at the gate. He reported no one coming or going from the city.
You scabby bounty hunters think you can mock the Guard Corps like this? Just take your damn blood money and get the hell out of here!
Fine, fine. Keep your hair on. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
Is there a problem here? Barden, may I interrupt?
No problem, ma'am.
Was that? Did you hear it, lad?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Now I see your game, you fiends.
What? He's gone!
Heismay!
Find him! Secure the exits! Don't let him escape!
No good. He's nowhere to be found. What's gotten into Heismay?
I got the impression he sensed something. If he'd meant to escape, he would have done it yesterday.
I think Barden's innocent in all this. The real scumbag here is Morris, his second in command. He framed Heismay with a false eyewitness testimony. Must have figured an exiled Ujif would be a perfect scapegoat.
So Morris, a would-be guard of the people, has been kidnapping the residents and selling them off.
Could be. And there's also those footsteps that old Heismay heard in the night.
Nurse is bound to have sobered up by now, right? Let's see how things are outside and get back to the runner.
Are you coherent yet? I didn't take you as the sort to fall so hard into your cups.
Well, an icy bath like that would freshen anyone up.
And tell us again what happened last night. It may be our only clue to tracking down the real culprit.
Ah, bloody hell. Yes, it's coming back a bit. It wasn't just Heismay's reports that shook me. No, I saw something. It was right after I slung Heismay into the bathroom. Out the window, I saw some massive shadow moving through the fog. It wasn't any beast or man of this world. It was a dark messenger, I tell you. A specter from the very bowels of hell. It was like the horrors of every fairy story from my schoolboy days sprung to Stygian life. I was shaken, chums. Shaken to my core. I cried out for help, grabbed for something to steady myself, and all I found was the bottle.
You lush fuck.
There. You're all right now.
Even if there is some monster behind this, how would it connect with Morris? I don't see why he would be compelled to hide this to the extent of framing Heismay.
True. Let's try investigating the lady's old castle. Heismay's bound to have a reason for bolting off like that.
There we go. They say they haven't found Heisman yet, so they can't remove the blockade from the gates. So he's got them on the wild goose chase. What are our plans? Should we just sneak in? Oh, there. Over here. That sounds
Evidently.
Like he's coming from over there. Is he calling for us? Oh, hey!
Huh?
Why is Heisman with you? The guard at the gate said they haven't found him yet.
Got to say,
I'm the captain of the guard. I have the responsibility of the truth. To know and hold it. That's all this is.
What folly?
Could have avoided all this trouble. You just lopped my head off to start with. Oddballs and lots of you. Why did you run off so
The
suddenly?
truth is...
He isn't investigating inside. The moment Johanna cracked the door open, heard the sound of a child's scream. Lady Johanna. Well, she is childless. Whatever you heard, I cannot have been her own family. No child could have such a heart. No child could have get into such a heavily guarded castle unnoticed. Your kidnappers has to be within their walls. My money's on Morris being the weasel. He lied to our faces trying to get us to walk into a human's jaws.
It's absurd.
Morris, no, it's absurd. I cannot suffer him to kidnap any more innocent children. Please, will you help me put an end to this evil? I know no one else to turn to.
Yeah.
Of course. After all, we can't use our heads for the competition. We need a replacement anyway. We're in, right? Of course!
I'm in your debt.
And so?
Seemed to us like no kidnapper could get victims in the castle on our watch. Not under
But
all our
then-
noses. But there was an old underground tunnel that even the castle guards didn't know about. And Heisme, the only man who found it. There's plenty of places to hide hostage down there. Morse, you may have known about it as well. Right under the lady's mansion. That's bold. Okay, let's get to
Is
the
that
work
right
then?
then?
You should get there from the Blindwell Alley at the end of the Cattle Rack Road. I got to return to my post, but I'm counting on you. What the hell is that?
Isn't that?
Everyone's already head to the Blindwell Alley. We can get there by following the Cattle Rack Road. So let's go there when we're ready.
What is it?
Hey,
I've seen a close to cow before. We're not gonna get mad at me, is it? That's a cow? Why does this have such magnificent locks?
this is the pits.
Oh, you're the one who'll sell it. Didn't think you'd be an elder. But what were you doing here? Nothing around these parts. Oh, but old wells.
All right then.
Let's go.
I can hear the kidnapped children screaming underneath. We must help them.
However,
I didn't expect there to be an underground channel. It's no wonder the trace of the kidnapper can be found. The children are beneath. Let us hurry there.
Is this the place?
This is the entrance to the underground channel. If Morris is the culprit behind all this, he's probably lurking somewhere ahead. Let's go. If we catch him with the children, we won't be able to talk his way out of this.
Ready?
No, not yet.
Understood.
Honestly, I think that's a pretty good place to stop. So, we have our fourth ally. What's gonna be his trigger for me to get my ninja powers? How much long? Oh wait, actually, no, we can go a little bit farther. We can go a little bit farther.
Ready?
Let's go.
Why would I just jump down? Why would I just jump down? Why would I just jump down? This doesn't seem safe or practical.
However,
Yep, we're safe here.
Keep your wits about you.
Come on, get the bait moving already. If that thing goes out of control, we'll be dinner.
He's feeding the human that's down here
you
children.
can't run from us.
Please. Help.
the child yet lives.
Out of your jurisdiction now, aren't you? You're trespassers down here. And that means anything that happens to you is your own damn fault.
If you've got something to say it to our faces. Even you must feel the weight of what you've done.
Eyes up. Something stirs in the back.
Are these the monsters we heard about?
No. Further back. 'Tis the footsteps in the night.
The bigger that beast back there grew, the more its watchdogs started changing with it. One of them's gonna make a million.
What has been happening here? Why do you kidnap the residents?
Why? Because premium bait's worth a fortune. I couldn't live on the wages of a guardsman forever.
You kidnap children for money? You utter scum!
This from a bloody-eyed Ujif. Look to your own sins, sir. You weren't just stripped of your knighthood. You were exiled. You're a coward who's been living in the hole you deserve. Didn't pretend you can play at justice now. You vile!
No, 'tis true in part. Tis why I stand here now. I ran from my past and turned away from my pain. You prey on innocent lives. Your sin will be repaid. Yet I cannot condemn you alone. Not when I could not see past my own suffering. Not when I locked myself away to be alone with my pain.
O lodestar, who falters in memory.
Ayo!
O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Choose? My choice is already made. You can't erase your past. All you can do is take it in hand and reshape your future.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. O Lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
Yo!
I am Haisme Noctul. I believe the arc of life depends not upon birth. By these hands, soiled or sinless, I fight!
He's so cool! Yo!
Apologies, but I cannot do this alone.
Didn't plan on it, buddy.
Go! Rip them apart!
On guard!
So is he thief or ninja? Or does thief become ninja?
Morris, you will not escape me! Out of my way, fiends!
What's going on? He just started fighting with us. And even he awakened to his power.
Perchance 'tis through your influence that this power passed to him, Captain?
Oh, is this what Moore was talking about?
Young man, you seem the most adept with this magic. I will strike at your direction, if you might spare it. Rest assured, I once stood among the Shadow Guard, and the years have not dulled my edge.
Phantom Tracer, Mamudo. Oh, there's my steal. Yeah, he's the thief. Okay.
Mustn't settle for these. I'll use what I must. I show no mercy.
In the name of justice, no holding back. I'll cut you down.
Let's falling back.
Mania bullet.
Lend me your strength.
Here's this one enemy. Inflicts one-time weakness to slap. Oh, wow. Yeah, what does that look like?
How's this?
Or I can just kill him. That works too.
I'm stepping back. Mage! Oh, shards of ice!
Hulkenberg got them right
Be
in their
neither
weak spot.
timid nor... Slash!
I shall fight as the noble I
They're
am.
weak to ice. Let's
I shall
stop it
vanquish
cold.
evil. The power of ice.
You hit their weak point.
It's okay.
Keep it up, Stroll.
We can do this. By this power. Here's through!
I stand ready. I'll stay my blade.
Witness our secret technique!
Extreme physical slash damage to one enemy and removes. Hello, buff effects.
We'll team up.
This is it!
Is extreme higher than severe?
Not bad, if I say so myself.
Oh, he had multiple levels
I'll
on me.
strive for greater heights.
I admit, it feels good to get stronger. Stop! Damn! The bastard got away!
But the children are safe.
Good. You saved them, Haisme.
You know that I used to have a child of my own. My son. He was killed. I could not even protect my own flesh and blood. Who could call me a knight? Since then, I've wondered what I had left to live for, and found few answers.
Is that why you lived in such a dangerous place? That you might be...
We need to chase down Morris first. He said something kind of weird back there, didn't he?
Regarding the watchdogs, he said they gradually turned more horrific the more the monster grew.
Do you think that's the effect of the melancholia? I expect anything further in will be even more malformed then.
But why root all this in the basement of the lady's own domain? Clearly, someone is invested in Morris's efforts. But who would finance this?
I can't say for certain. Still, from the very beginning, this has felt beyond the realm of any sane, moral person.
And to think this started as a simple bounty contract. We've set foot in something far bigger, I think.
Oh, hey! But this still
Let's get these poor youngsters back to Baden for now.
But this still pans out pretty well for us, because I'm guessing there's a giant human back there. And if we... Wow.
Sure.
And if we get that human, that means we can still get the head to bring back for the contests. Bet.
You saved the wee ones' lives. We cannae thank you enough.
It was thanks to your help, too.
I know this is difficult to hear, but Morris had a hand in this the whole time. He confessed as much to us.
Aye. I found out the man's been struggling to pay off all manner of gambling debts. I'll round up the guard and search the whole bloody castle for him.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you'd be outmatched. However, it would be a great help to us if your guards could prevent anyone from leaving the grounds.
Considering everything, I can't help but think the Lady Joanna's got to be in on this somehow.
But the woman is a respected sanctoress. Besides which, she's the one who funded the initial request.
I'll tell you this. Hard as we've looked, we cannae find a sniff of Lady Joanna herself.
We're here for our own reasons. Whoever we find down there, we're not going to stay our blades. Any objections?
None for me. Do as you will, and I'll trust in Lady Joanna's innocence. Indeed, for all we know, the culprit may be holding her hostage.
In order to break the prince's curse, I'll need to make an impression during the tournament. I must accomplish something that will catch Lucy's eye. Besides, I think we're only ones who can handle getting to the bottom of this, and we'll do it, not just for ourselves, but for the town as well.
I too have a score that needs settling. I cannot let these atrocities continue, especially not in my name. I believe in you.
Hey, Heismay, a traditional warrior burdened by his past has become an ally.
Considering we're due in Oceania in a matter of days, we've little time to tarry here.
Our foes may be strong, but they're also trapped like rats in the basement. We'll use the old well to get in and out.
I left Heismay to calm down a little in the Gauntlet Runner as he wished. Decided to return to the inn with everyone else. Welcome to the team, Heismay.
Damn it.
Morris, the bastard! Deceiving us is one thing, but kidnapping children? There's a storm coming, that's for sure. But we'll be at the disadvantage at night. Let's dive deeper into Corrigan's castle's basement tomorrow. Joanna's absence troubles me. It's true that there's a monster nearby. There may not be a moment to lose. Though it still remains to be seen whether she knew the guard's corpse was involved.
Pleasure to see you.
Never mind.
Gone to shite, this has.
Good night.
Maybe because so much happened, I find it hard to sleep. Maybe I'll go back to the Gauntlet Road and read it in the evening breeze. Can't sleep,
Can't
lad.
sleep, lad?
Oh.
As it happens, I'm a bit restless myself. That a novel there? Don't see many carrying those around. Bit of an odd question, but what's your real aim as a group?
Sorry, but I can't tell you just yet.
Thought as much. In any case, suppose it's not my place to ask. Don't worry, lad. Just water. Back where I grew up, there was nobody like you lot. Just you chiefs. We've never been accepted by other tribes, and 'tis no mystery why. We're nocturnal, we look worlds apart, and there's so few of us. Not enough for any political sway. Our elders only ever thought of short-term alliances, loyalties changeable as the wind. We relied on their power, not ours, and resigned ourselves to that. Oh, I loathed it. Even as a child. I hadn't been cowed into considering myself lesser. I honed my skills, that the city's majority might accept me, and I'll not say it was fruitless. I was accepted into the knighthood of the royal capital. I felt like my fellows and strangers alike accepted me as an equal. Fool that I was. They never really wanted me among the true knights. Just in the Shadow Guard, where my deeds were dirtier and kept secret. Equal and lesser in the same breath. Ultimately, once my superiors realized I wouldn't abide their self-serving orders, they stripped me of the title I'd fought for. And little by little, I lost everything else. My son died. I'd failed to protect him. And despite everything I felt, I'd resigned myself to being powerless. Just like the damned elders I'd hated so much. But you know, you lot have helped me realize something. I'd thought for a long time that if I wanted to feel accepted, instead of being the eternal outsider, I'd need power, status, some mighty patron nobody could defy. I wasn't really looking to swear myself to some superior. I only wanted not to be alienated for who and what I am. I just needed allies. Friends.
Then from now on, we're friends.
A free spirit, are you? It'll be my pleasure then.
Thief class unlocked.
The aloof hermit, Haizme. Within him dwells the virtue of the thief. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
So thief, scout, ninja?
Perhaps our fates are bound somehow.
I can sense the rodeo embodiment of the thief from Haizme.
If my boy was still alive, he'd be about your age. Though he'd look absolutely nothing like you, of course. As long as we're both awake. Might I have a look at that old novel of yours?
Alright, what's it gonna say to you?
So, this is a fantasy novel. This section seems to describe the Utopia's approach to discrimination. Let's see here. In this world, discrimination and inequality are forbidden by law. It is a sin to impose injustice due to one's appearance, lineage, or birth. This is the accord established between the people and the state. Well, well. What a world that would be. I don't imagine our land will get there for another century or 5. Still, I cannot help but wonder whether those ideals would please an entire population.
Nope.
We cannot pretend at diversity without acknowledging individual differences. Some will be judged as strong, while others marked as weak. Equal competition doesn't mean equal footing. Their very aims of freedom and balance could spell doom for the striving weak. I wonder how we might ever achieve a true utopia, where everyone could be happy. If this awakened power is meant to be wielded in service of my beliefs, then, no matter who calls it naive or foolish, I will always use it to save the weak.
Respectable, man. It's getting late. We should have to go back to the inn to sleep.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Excellent, we're all here.
So,
today we explore the depths beneath the castle. Use caution as we're both Morris and monsters to contend with. If you don't think you can handle the risk, we'll go somewhere else and build up our strength first. We still have time to prepare for
It's in your hands.
Indeed. I only have been introduced to these new powers. Regardless, I leave the matter in your hands, Captain. Alright! And with that, we finally have our 4th team member. Which means we can finally go do the other stuff first. Finally! Jesus!
Let's focus.
12 days. Go behind the objectives may be found. It's beginning by finding the guardsman Moors, but I need a mark for exhibition. We must infiltrate Carrogate Castle. The mission with a deadline has begun. Meet up with your allies at the Blindwell Alley to delve into the Carrogate Castle underground. Besides the challenging the castle, you can also strengthen your party during the mission period by taking on quests in town or by improving your bonds with your followers. Storm the castle and apprehend the true culprit behind the kidnapping before the deadline
The search
passes.
begins.
Really?
Alright.
More people.
How much money do I have right now?
What now?
17k?
Real cheap today.
Now then. All right then.
Let's go.
So what's your legendary weapon here?
Hey!
You be real
Pretty weapon. Hunter's crossbow and Sanctor's mace. So what's your legendary weapon? Recluse clothes. Plain nondescript clothes that it makes it easy to slip away and hide. Sure.
Understood.
What now?
Alright then, let's look at everyone's stats and items. Scorpion Sting, Noble Tuxedo. Slash evasion's really good. Luck. Foaming Staff. Researcher's Coat. Purity Gauntlets, which is Earring. Name is Titania. Unique single-edged steel sword made by a stylist of the Hismaid's home village. Literally a bunch of ninjas. Headband. But you're not wearing a headband. Familiar guard pin. Alright, I don't have any more gold to spare right now. Alright! So I think it's a pretty good place to stop. Now that we finally have our 4th team member, we can start doing those other dungeons that I've been putting off until I got them.
What now?
God, that took so long. It took 18 hours to get a full party. God damn. I'm sorry, 17 hours. Either way, I want everyone out there to have a good morning, evening, day, or night, Rebby Rabbit. For right now, I am out. Later.